Whether you've been trying to sell your artwork online through your own website or a marketplace like Etsy or even a social media platform like Instagram, I know you've come across the big problem with selling art online right now. It's getting your art in front of the right people, the right art buyers. So in this video, I'm going to give you some of my best tips to help you sell more art online. The first thing you need to do is to establish the know, like, and trust factor. This is super important because think about it. If you just post an image, let's say on Instagram, with a caption below it that says this artwork is for sale on my website, even if it's a beautiful piece of artwork, a beautiful painting that you've spent hours and hours on, if the people who end up seeing that in their feed, like let's say you've tagged it with art for sale or something, if these people who are looking through that hashtag on Instagram, or if it automatically pops up into their feed, they don't know you, why would they want to follow you? Why would they want to get to know you? And why would they want to purchase your work if they just see the picture and then a caption that says go to your website to purchase? They don't. People don't like to see ads. And this type of post looks too much like an ad. And more importantly, when people decide to go purchase your work, oftentimes they want to get to know you first. And this is where I was mentioning the need to create the know, like, and trust factor. And so how are you supposed to do this? How are you supposed to find people online, get them to know, like, and trust you, and then get them to buy? I've been selling my work for over 10 years online, and I gotta say, it's changed a lot. Right now though, what's working the best is vertical video. These are short form videos that you would upload to TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, even LinkedIn, Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. When you're trying to connect with a potential art buyer or customer online, there is nothing quite like video. And that's why I think going all into video is so important, especially in today's world, because all of the social media platforms are pushing vertical video. And if these platforms are promoting it, you want to jump on it. It's an opportunity. But also, it helps the customer get to know you better. Think about them seeing a static post and whatever you have written underneath it in the caption. That is not going to be nearly as personable as them seeing you talk to them straight through the camera. I mean, you're watching me in this video. Don't you think you're getting to know me a little bit better by listening to me talk to you than just maybe seeing a post where I have a picture of me next to my artwork and then I'm telling you all of this information in a blog, like all written out? I mean, of course it's better seeing the person in person. This is as close to in person as we can get on the internet. And so this is why I love video. And when it comes to effort in, productivity out, vertical video is really the easiest thing to do. If you have no experience creating videos, you don't need any fancy equipment. You can make these with your phone. They're less than a minute long, so it doesn't take huge amounts of your time. So for all of these reasons, I think vertical video is the way to go when you're trying to promote yourself on the internet. But the key here with all of this is to make this easy on yourself, right? Make the video 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, up to a minute, but it really needs to be shorter, and the shorter the better. What I found is 15-second videos perform really well. They help me get as much reach as I can on these platforms. And then it gets those people to want to learn more about me. You don't need to give them all of the information about a particular artwork that you're making. Just pique their interest a little bit. And then they will want to see more. They'll go to your profile, they'll follow you, and then they'll start to get to know you because they'll see more and more of your posts in their feed. And this is great because you can put out a couple of videos a week. I'm not suggesting doing a video every single day, at least not at first, because this takes a lot of time and really you need to be focusing on creating artwork if you want to have a successful art career. But you have to think about your social media game, your social media marketing as just a small portion, let's say 20% of your time. 80% of your time can still go to making artwork. But if you put that 20% into art marketing, it will really pay off. And so start out with just a couple of vertical videos a week. One of the things that I found that speeds this whole process up is to use CapCut to edit my vertical videos. I've posted a link to that in the description description if you want to get that. It's a free program. You can download it to your phone or to the desktop computer, but I have it on my desktop because I don't like to edit all the vertical videos on my phone. It hurts my hands. It takes too long. It's so much quicker and easier to do it on my desktop. And then I can upload the videos to all the different social media platforms straight from my computer, so I don't have to put it back on my phone to do that. And it's just fine. It doesn't hurt your reach at all to do that. But one tip, when you are editing, whether you're using CapCut or you're using your phone, whatever editing program you decide on, definitely add the auto captions. Because if you have the words that you're saying on the screen while you're saying them, that will help hold people's attention. And when you have your retention, that's what it's called. It's how long people are watching your video. When you have your retention go up, these platforms use that as a sign to say, hey, people are interested in this, so we want to show this to more people. And so then they will give you a bigger and better viewership, more reach on your posts. And this is where, if you can improve your vertical videos over time, and just as you make the couple of them a week that you're trying to do to promote yourself, just think about how you might be able to improve them just a little bit, like 1 or 2% on every video. And then over a 3 or 4 month period, your video quality and the numbers of people who are seeing your videos and responding to them will all improve. And by getting more people to see the videos, inevitably you will get more customers for your artwork. But here is where the next important step comes in, right? So you have all of these people, they're seeing your videos that you're posting a couple of times a week. But then how are you getting those people who are definitely interested in following you and being entertained by your posts? How are you going to get them to go and purchase from your website? One of the things that's worked really well for me are time-limited promotions or sales, like special coupon codes, that sort of thing. If you don't want to give a discount on your work, because I know some people don't like to run sales on their artwork, you can create a time-limited edition of prints, something like that, that will get people interested. And I know they have to act now. If they don't buy right now, they won't get it, because sometimes it takes that little nudge to get people off of the fence. But also giving people a really good deal, something that's like at the perfect time for what they need. For example, Christmas time, people are looking for gifts. So if you create an artwork or you put one of your artworks on a product that can be sold as Christmas gifts, and you make this a very exclusive time-limited deal, people who are also at the same time looking for a gift are going to jump on this opportunity. And what you want to do is try to put yourself in your customer's shoes, right? Think about what they need at that particular time, and then try to help them get that thing that they need. Because oftentimes people aren't buying artwork just to collect it. They're buying it because they have a specific need for it, like an empty wall or a Christmas gift they need to buy. Whatever offers you decide to create, you can channel the traffic from those offers to Etsy or eBay, your website, wherever it is that you're selling online. So this process works for any type of selling online. Now, for those of you who have made it this far in the video, I want to give you an extra special little bit of bonus advice. Okay, so once you've created, let's say, a dozen of these vertical videos. So if you've made 2 of them a week, you've posted them, you save them to a file on your computer so that you have all of these videos. Let's say you've got a dozen of them saved up and you're continuing to make them and you're continuing to save them in this file. So you could have more than that, 2 dozen, 3 dozen. Like eventually it's going to be a lot of videos if you are posting 2 a week and you do this consistently over time. But once you have this collection of videos, there's a website called Metricool. This is going to save you so much time. It's free to try out. I've also posted a link to that in the description. I love Metricool. It has completely freed up my time. So once you have these vertical videos, use an auto list feature within Metricool. Basically what you do is you put them all in there, you write all your descriptions and your hashtags and everything like you would do, but you create all of them, all 12 of them, or however many you have saved up in this collection of videos that you've been saving, that you've been making during this time. And then you have these automatically posted to all of the social networks, but you don't do it every day. Like let's say a couple of days a week, the days that you are not making the original content. And so this will double your output because there's nothing wrong with reposting videos. The only website that doesn't want you to repost videos is YouTube Shorts. All the rest of them allow you to repost things as much as you want. And if you think about it, if you have 12 or 15 or even 20 videos and you're reposting a couple of them every week, you're You're also posting new videos every week as well. Your people who are following you probably aren't going to remember that you reposted something from like 3 or 4 months ago that they hadn't seen in that long. They may never have even seen it to begin with. And this allows you to increase your output. And as you get more videos in this file that you've been saving, you can add them to this auto list within Metricool. And this is where the real easy mode of art marketing comes into play, because you can put them in here and it's just like set it and forget it. I've been doing this for an entire year. I have a video coming up every single day on all the social media networks except for YouTube Shorts because they don't allow it, like I said. But all the other ones, I've been doing this for the last year, and so I don't have to make vertical videos anymore. I have 60 of them in my auto list, and it's just rinse and repeating over and over. Every 2 months, my string of videos that I'm posting every day starts over, so I don't have to touch it. I don't have to do anything. And I've never heard a single person complain or even recognize that I'm doing this. If anything, most people who see my social media feeds are like, wow, you've got your social media game on point. And secretly inside, I'm just kind of giggling because I'm like, look, I haven't touched this thing in an entire year and I've still been selling work. Everything's been operating properly. Now I am adding additional posts several times a week. There are original posts, things about my sales, trying to drive these people who are getting my videos in their feeds onto my website to purchase. So I'm definitely adding calls to action and things like that in other posts. But these video posts are really all about community building for me. My goal is to establish that know, like, and trust factor. It has nothing to do with selling. I'm not even trying to sell anything to them. What I'm trying to do is entertain them and get them to want to follow me. And then every so often, as I want to run a sale or do a special promotion, I put that out on my social media, and I've got a lot of people who are interested in what I'm selling and the deal that I'm giving, especially if it's coming up at the appropriate time in their life. Because of all these vertical videos that I created over a several month period, and now I have just like auto posting forever. And so it makes it really easy. Now on the front end, there's a lot of work. You have to make these videos. And that's why I'm not saying to make one every day or 2 or 3 every day. Some people do, but that will take a lot of effort on your part. I think it's easier just to try to set aside time for doing 2 a week, and then let the amount of them that you have in this folder that you're saving on your computer grow until there is enough to start this Metricool auto posting list, because it's really going to save you time. And when you're creating these videos, it's important to think about making them evergreen content, especially if you intend to make them and do these auto list things with Metricool like I'm suggesting. So when you're making the 15 seconds or 30-second videos, don't say anything like, tomorrow my artwork is going to be for sale, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to make anything that's about a specific time. Instead, make videos that are timeless, something that's showing a close-up of you painting. Maybe a video that's asking them which artwork they like better. This is done really well for me. They're very easy. You can make them in 10 seconds. Hold up 2 pieces of artwork. Do you like this one better or this one better? That's it. I mean, super simple, but they perform really well because they get lots of engagement. People go on there and comment. And here's another tip. If people comment, make sure to respond to them. You want to grow community engagement. You want to be there. You want to interact with people. You want to give them the opportunity to get to know you, to think of you as a friend, or at least maybe like an internet acquaintance. Because if they do think of you in that much of an endearing way, they're more likely to purchase your work. Another aspect of art marketing that's really important is knowing your target market. If you haven't figured out who your target market is, you really need to watch this video. It's going to help you determine exactly who to go try to sell your artwork to, either online or in person. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.